Hi there, if we haven't met before, I'm Beth Hopkins and I'm a licensed realtor in both Connecticut and Massachusetts. Today, I'm going to share some tips and tricks for low cost, high yield returns, things that you can do around your house before you get your home on the market. After all, who wants to leave money on the table for one of your largest assets? Now let's get started.
Tip number 1 is to add a fresh coat of paint. We're talking top to bottom and inside out. You can't go wrong with fresh paint. At $40 to $50 a gallon, it is a low cost, high return project. When choosing paint, make sure you choose neutral colors, things that will work well with the palette you're already working with. Consider your fixed items like your floors and your accents throughout your house, and make sure you're choosing colors that will complement them well. Greige is a popular color, which is a combination of a gray and a beige, both of which are also great choices. When you choose your paint colors, make sure you check out the light reflective value. If you go to a place like Sherwin-Williams, one of the representatives there will likely be able to help you. If not, make sure that you test the color on the wall and check it out during different times of the day. Different amounts of light can make the colors look different throughout the day. Lighter colors tend to make spaces look brighter and bigger, so use that to your advantage. Tip number 3 is to make sure that you are doing your very best work. You want to make sure that you keep the lines clean and that the buyers, when they're walking through, aren't going to walk in and see projects and touch-up work needed. So take your time and do a great job. And if painting isn't for you, don't sweat it. Just call a professional. It will still be time and money well spent regardless. Tip number 2 is to focus your time and energy on making sure that your home has great curb appeal. Your efforts need to start outside. Make sure your gardens are clean and attended to. If there's any dead plants, make sure they're removed. If your bushes haven't been touched in years, trim them back and get rid of all of the overgrowth. Keep your grass manicured and mowed, and if you're trying to sell during the fall, when leaves may be falling off the trees, try to clean them up when you're able to. Even something as simple as your mailbox can make a huge difference. Make sure that it's clean and that it's got a number so that when people are driving by, they can see that your home is the one that's for sale. Keep your walkways clear and walkable so that when buyers do show up for a showing, they're able to make it to your front door without having any trip hazards in the way. And speaking of front doors, a fresh coat of paint again can go a really long way in making a great first impression. Let's think about it for a minute. You're going to have a lockbox on your front door. The agent working with the buyers is going to be there for probably 15 to 30 seconds as they open a lockbox to get the key. During that time, the buyers are going to be standing there looking around, making their first impressions. So let's make sure it's a great one. Tip number 3 is attending to general cleaning and home maintenance and repairs. This should go without saying, but isn't necessarily true. Your home should be clean top to bottom and inside out. You want to make sure that buyers have the very best impression when they step inside. You hear it again and again, but it is so important to depersonalize and declutter. Less is more and will make every space look and feel bigger. It will also make buyers feel more welcome in a space that isn't their own. Also, make sure that you're cleaning everywhere, every nook and cranny. The last thing a buyer wants is to walk in and get a sense that you don't have time to care for or clean your home. If they see signs of deferred maintenance, they're going to start a tally in their head about all of the work that they're going to need to do if they pursue your home. Don't let that happen. And finally, if you haven't stayed on top of servicing your HVAC units regularly, now is a great time. Get them cleaned and serviced before your house gets listed, and hang those service tags with pride. Trust me, we'll notice and we'll thank you for it. And tip number 4 is to focus on the floors. Oftentimes the floors are so overlooked, but yet so important. Making sure that if you have carpets, they are cleaned and spot treated. This is a good time to call in the professionals and have a quick carpet cleaning done. It makes a world of difference. They may also have recommendations for hard to treat spots that can make the carpet look brand new. If you have tile floors, make sure the grout is clean. This is essential. If you go on Pinterest, there's tons of tips and suggestions for things that you can do. So take advantage. And when it comes to hardwood floors, make sure you clean and shine them. There's products on Amazon that can help if your wood floors are looking dull or lacking color in some spots. So check those out and do what you can to shine up the floors and give buyers a lasting first impression. After all, replacing floors can cost a lot, so don't even let that thought cross a buyer's mind. Seen today, a little bit of time and money can go a long way.
If you leave today walking away with only one bit of advice, I hope that you'd consider calling a licensed realtor to have them walk through your home with you and help you create a workable checklist of things that you can do before you list your home to make sure that you're maximizing your profit and leading yourself to the greatest success when your time comes to list your home. That's all for now. Until next time, have a great week.